Good morning, my guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So yesterday was a nice day. Today it's a sit day. But anyway, so we're heading to the gym. The good news is we have test today. I'm always looking forward to test. I've said this before in a video, but the mind-muscle connection that I have with my test is unbelievable these days. So I'm really enjoying training it. So we're gonna head in. We're gonna do the usual stuff. 4 exercises. More or less 3 exercises, to be honest, because we're doing incline press, flat press, and then we're doing flies, but we're doing 4 sets of flies total. The thing is, we do 2 sets for upper pecs and then 2 sets for mid pecs. That's the flies. So 2 upper pec fly movements and then 2 mid pec fly movements. 4 sets in total. So, you know, technically it's 2 different exercises, but sometimes, you know, it's just flies. So it's like they just hit the muscles from a different angle. That's all really. So that's gonna be it. We're gonna start with incline as usual. Always start with incline. That's sort of my advice when it comes to test. This is the part of the test. The upper pec is the part of the test where it's harder to grow, because we don't actually do any movements that we targeted on a day-to-day basis. Even when we lift, we don't really target the upper chest. So when you're fresh and you haven't wasted any energy or spent any energy rather on other muscle groups, just do the one that you want to grow the most first, because that's when you have, you know, that's when you're fresh, that's when you have most of your energy with you. Your CNS is not tired at all, so it's like you're gonna be able to get the most out of that muscle group, more the most likely scenario it is anyway. So yeah, we're gonna start with the upper pecs, then we're gonna go straight to the flat bench, and then we're gonna do the fly movement, and that will be the day. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you inside. Hey, we're about to kick things off. I had to say, this was probably one of the longest warm-ups that I've ever done. Because I know the car says 3 degrees, but it feels like -3. So it's cold. And obviously joints and you know, connective tissue and all that, it takes some time for them to kind of like warm up to temperature. It's like a car engine, you know. The colder it is, the longer it takes for you to kind of like get up to that nice temperature. And I'm not talking about like inner temperature. I'm talking about like, how does your joints feel? Do they feel smooth like butter when you move? Muscles, do they feel all right? It's all that kind of stuff. So it took me a while. I'm not like 15 minutes, like not 15, like 10 to actually 15 minutes with setting everything up. If you were to count that was about 15 minutes for the warm up. Usually it doesn't take that long. Usually it takes like 8 to 10 minutes. But oh well. So we're gonna get in the first set now. We have 90 kilos on. Wrap that one out. 3 sets. You know the deal. Not bad. Ah. Ha. Ha. Ooh. I'm gonna go a bit wider on this one. Not a lot, so usually I'm here. I'm not gonna go there. See if it makes a difference, or if it makes it easier. That'll be interesting. It should make it easy. I hope my elbows don't come in contact with the sides, but we'll find out. Ah, I mean, I wouldn't call it easier. It's just a different type of lift, but I'm not used to too. That's all right. Oh, okay, we're done here. Yeah, that's the correct weight. And last exercise of the day, some mid Peck Flies with the cables. Let's get it done. I have a feeling the seat is moving backwards. Yeah, I think it does. Oh. 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 Come on. Okay. That's not the proper position for this. This is too far up. It's too straight. So my bum was sliding forwards, and I believe as I was pushing, as I was coming up, the seat was actually going backwards, the bench was going backwards. So I'll grab a plate. Let's see if the changes we made are gonna be beneficial or make a change at all. So seat is slightly backwards, and then I put a plate at the bottom to make sure that the bench stays where it is, but let's see. Oh. That was a bit better. That wasn't too bad. Okay. We're gonna wrap today up once again. Test day. I mean, the only thing that I will say is that I don't know whether I should reduce the amount of volume that I'm doing when it comes to test. It's just, it feels so good, and I'm like, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. But when you lift so much weight on the presses, so flat bench and then the incline press, putting more volume on top of it, I'm not entirely sure that it's necessary as of now, but you know, we'll find out. Maybe I'll make changes at some point, but I'm pretty happy with the way this is going, obviously, because strength is, it's definitely remains at the same level, which to me, because we train very hard and because we haven't taken any days off, we haven't taken any deload weeks, the fact that it stays where it's at and there's a teeny bit of increase as well means that we're doing something right? That's kind of like the way to track it. It's like if your lifts are going up, if your overall volume can go up on a weekly basis, of course, then it means you are doing something right. And I definitely think we are there. So we'll see if I'm gonna make any changes. I think as of now, I'm gonna leave it as it is. And if there is a day where I'm just too tired or something else, like sleep deprived or whatever, I might just do 2 sets on the presses. So 2 sets of incline, 2 sets of flat, and then 2 sets of upper Peck Flies, and then 2 sets of mid Peck Flies. And that should be good enough. That's 8 sets all in all, but they're good sets. And we're really pushing those sets. I'm not really leaving much in reserve, so that's the way to train anyway. If you want size and strength, you have to train hard, so there's no way around it, I'm afraid. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up for the day. I have legs tomorrow. You know the deal. I dread the day, but when it's the day, I'm actually like, oh yeah, this is actually not too bad. It actually feels very nice, and my legs look insane, so It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go home. I have a couple of stuff to do today, but mainly go home, eat food, and I'll see you tomorrow with some legs. Until then, peace, and I'm out.